Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Flow. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I am grateful, as always, to have this opportunity to share your practice with you. We're going to start, as we always do, with a little bit of breathing. For today, I would invite you to sit in a comfortable seated posture, the seated posture of your choice, any posture that allows you to have your spine vertical and long, without too much engagement in your core to make that happen. And we're going to start by closing the eyes. With your eyes closed, we'll take a few moments, and first we'll just start to notice the breath. Become aware of the feeling of the breath. We'll dive into the sound of the breath. And then slowly we're going to deepen each inhale. We'll start to notice the pauses between respiratory movements. We'll hold on to those pauses. And then we'll deepen the exhale as well. Again, noticing the pause after the exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. In. Out. In. Don't forget the pause. Out. Again, honoring the pause there, diving into the stillness, the silence between the breath. In. Out. In. Out. We're going to hold that rhythm, especially aware of the pauses in the breaths here for 3 more breaths. And then we'll roll forward nice and slow into a child's pose. With your eyes closed in a child's pose, let your head roll from side to side. Your body and your hips sway a little bit too. And then relax and let everything sink down into the mat. Make sure that your jaw is unclenched. That your face is relaxed. And then nice and slow, we'll extend the arms towards the front of the mat. As you inhale, we'll push into the palms. We'll lift the back of the head and the shoulder blades. Push the heart forward, dig the shoulder blades into the back. And as you exhale, release and let the head come right back down. Again, we'll let the head and the hips, the chest sway a little bit. We'll take an inhale here, fill the lungs, hold the breath, pause. As you exhale again, we'll release and we'll go soft. This next inhale will fill the lungs and we'll push up into a cat pose. We'll use the filled lungs to round the spine. We'll hold the breath. And then as you exhale, let your hips sink down towards the mat. Maybe the knees slide back as the head comes up, so a soft upward dog. We'll take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll hook the balls of the feet on the mat. We'll lift the hips slowly and we'll push through a plank into a downward dog. Relax your neck. Let your head hang. Again, we'll close the eyes. Again, we'll find the pauses in the breath. You can pedal your knees here if you'd like. Alternating, stretching one calf and then the other. And then we'll pause still here in a downward dog. We'll center the 2 feet at the back of the mat. So 2 feet now touching. As you inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the ceiling, knee straight, ankle flex, three-legged dog. Big inhale, we'll lift a little higher. And as you exhale, we'll bend that right knee and we'll center it on the middle of the mat. We're also going to center the right hand. And on your next inhale, we'll extend the left arm forward as we ground the left heel. We'll extend that left arm up towards the ceiling, and you can turn the gaze up towards the ceiling if you like as well. If you like, you can also turn that into a chest and a hip opener here. And as you exhale, as the left hand comes back down to the mat, we'll pay special attention to the right toes, which are going to slide across the mat towards the left edge of the mat. And that way, as we drop the left knee behind the right knee, we'll slide the left toes out to the right edge of the mat and we'll push the hips back. We'll extend the arms, we'll push the hips back and down. We don't actually have to ground the hips here. We're just looking to feel a stretch in the glutes and the hips as we drive back into Gomukhasana. The hips can come down if you'd like. And then nice and slow, we'll come right back up onto the knees. We'll turn the right foot back and we'll extend the left leg straight back, parallel to the floor. We'll also hold the hips parallel to the floor here. We'll take an inhale, pushing the sole of the foot away from the crown of the head. And as you exhale, we're going to squeeze that left glute and the left hip flexor. We'll hold the left leg parallel to the floor as we extend the left leg out to the left side. Take an inhale, lift the outer edge of that left foot. And as you exhale, nice and slow, we'll drop the whole left foot on the mat and we'll just push back now, stretching the left hamstring just a touch. And then we'll come forward. And we're going to center the left hand on the mat. And as you inhale, we'll extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. So a little bit of thoracic mobility. We're looking for a straight line between the right and the left hand. We'll take one more big inhale as we lift that right arm. And as we exhale, the right hand slides between left arm and right knee. We'll slide back. We'll bind right hand on right heel. Again, that right foot turns off the mat. We'll drop the right shoulder down to the mat and we'll check in with the neck and the head. Make sure we can lift the head. We're going to keep the left heel grounded as we extend left arm, left shoulder up towards the ceiling. Or if you'd like, without lifting that left heel, you can extend that left arm off the right side of the mat. And on an exhale, we'll turn right back to the mat. This time we'll ground right palm. And we'll extend left arm up towards the ceiling. Again, thoracic mobility a little bit easier on this side. And then on your exhale, left hand to the mat, we're going to tuck the ball of the right foot. Inhale, we'll take a cow here. And as we exhale, we'll take a cat. On your inhale, we'll have a neutral spine. And on the exhale, we'll push in the ball of the right foot. And we'll bend and lift that left knee. So we'll come into a scorpion dog. Big inhale, lift the left knee. Exhale now. Bring that left knee forward. Touch the nose, round the spine. Hold the breath. Exhale, we'll step back to a plank and inhale in plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale here in chaturanga. And as you exhale, we'll drop knees, chest, and chin. We'll lift on the hips on the inhale. And then on the exhale, let the knees slide as the hips come down. Bring the hands into the outside of the chest. And nice and slow as you inhale, we'll roll up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. And on your exhale, we'll roll slowly back to an extended child's pose. Release your neck. Let your head hang. And let yourself sway from side to side. On your inhale, we'll push into the palms, we'll straighten the arms, dig the shoulder blades into the back, open the chest, lift the head. Exhale, release. Take an inhale now. As we fill the lungs, we'll roll up into our cat. We're going to hold the breath, push the full lungs up. Exhale, sink the hips down, let the knees slide back. We'll tuck the toes in on an exhale. We'll roll through plank, back into downward dog. And again, we'll pedal the feet. You can let the hips, the chest, and the shoulders sway a little bit here if you'd like. Or you can hold still. And then we're going to center the 2 feet again, the 2 feet touching at the back of the mat. And this time as we inhale, we'll lift the left leg up towards the ceiling, knees straight, ankle flex. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee, bring it down and drop it to the center of your mat. We're going to center the left hand as well. Inhale, we'll ground that right heel and we'll push the right arm forward. And then up towards the ceiling for a stargazer first. Or if you'd like, you can open that into a gate pose. We turn, the right hand comes back down to the mat. We're going to slide, again, the toes of the left foot this time off the right side of the mat, which allows us to drop the right knee behind the left. We'll turn the 2 feet away from each other now as we push the hips back. Maybe your hips don't touch the mat. You'll start to feel that stretch in the glutes. Or maybe you drive the hips all the way down and back into a forward folding Gomukhasana. On your inhale, we roll back up onto the knees and the hands. We'll turn the left foot straight back and we'll straighten the right leg back parallel to the mat. Set the glutes, the hips parallel to the floor. Squeeze that right glute. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll hold that right leg parallel to the floor as we swing the right leg out to the right side. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the whole right foot nice and slow. We'll push back first. And then we'll come forward. We're going to center the right hand on the mat. As we extend the left arm up towards the ceiling, so that thoracic mobility, a lot tougher on this side than the other. Inhale, we'll lift that left arm. As you exhale now, left hand crosses between right hand and left knee. We'll bind left hand on left heel as we drop left shoulder to the mat. Check in with the neck and the head. And then extend the right arm up towards the ceiling. Make sure the right heel stays grounded. Or you can open the right arm off to the left side of the room. And we'll come back nice and slow. Turn that left foot back. Keep the right foot out to the right side. We'll take the easier side of that thoracic mobility now. Extend right arm up.
And as you exhale, right hand comes down. Inhale, we'll have a cow here. Exhale, a cat. Then inhale, neutral spine. Hook the balls of the left foot. Exhale, let that right leg slide up and bend it as it crosses the midline. We'll come into our scorpion dog. Right side, inhale, lift right knee. Exhale, bring that right knee forward, touch the nose. Big inhale, hold the breath. Exhale, step back to a plank. Inhale in plank. Chaturanga, halfway down. Knees, chest, and chin will tug up on the inhale and the hips. Exhale, let the knees slide as the hips come down. Bring the hands into the outside of the chest. Inhale, roll up into cobra. And as we exhale, we'll straighten the arms first. Then we'll bend the knees. And we'll push all the way back to our extended child's pose. Relax your neck, let your head hang. Nice and slow, we'll come up onto all four. Tuck the balls of the feet first. Inhale, turn the head and the tailbone up for a cow pose. And as you exhale, we'll push back into the balls of the feet. We'll keep that tailbone turned up and we'll let the whole spine follow the tailbone as we roll up into downward dog. We'll take 2 breaths in downward dog. And then as you inhale, we'll lift the heels. We'll roll forward into a plank, hold. Exhale, right back to downward dog. Again, inhale, lift the heels, roll forward into plank and hold. Exhale, downward dog. We'll do that one last time, nice and slow. Inhale, lift the heels, round the spine, roll forward to plank and hold. Exhale, downward dog. Very nice. Close your eyes. Nice and slow. Again, we push forward into a plank. And as you exhale, we're going to drop the left knee. We'll lift the right heel. As we bend the elbows, the chest and the chin come down, but that right heel stays lifted. Ardha Shalabhasana, half locust. As you exhale, point the right toe. We'll drop the right big toe as we start to lift the chest. Nice and slow. The right big toe slides the whole length of the mat. We'll sink the hips as we lift head, chest, and shoulders. Hips pushing down and forward. We'll start to float the head, chest, and shoulders. And we'll extend the arms back, turn the thumbs up. Backs of the hands coming together behind the back, opening the chest. And on your exhale, the tips of the fingers coming down to the mat. Tuck the ball of the left foot and we'll straighten the left leg. We'll drop that left heel. We'll come into a pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. You might want to be on the fingertips here. Inhale, we'll lift the back. We'll bring the attention to the right sits bone and we're going to spin the right sits bone back. As we release the head, chest, and shoulders down on the exhale into a pyramid pose. Inhale, now we'll bend the right knee. We'll anchor the right foot in the left hand. We'll extend the right arm forward. And then roll it up towards the ceiling for an easy twist. And we'll pause for 3 breaths in an easy twist. And as you exhale, we'll drop right elbow to right knee. We'll drop the left heel to the mat. We're going to let the left finger slide from front to back, nice and slow. We'll extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. And we'll take a supported side angle. Inhale, push that left arm up. As you exhale, we're going to let the chest and the hips sway as we drop the extended left arm forward first, and then we'll just let the tips of the fingers slide along the mat. And on the inhale, again, we come back and up, a little bit more thoracic mobility. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale. Fingers just gently sliding. And then inhale, we lift and open. Last one. And on this round, as we take that exhale, we're going to let these fingers slide and we're going to push right back into Warrior Two. Turn your gaze forward. And then we're going to bend the right elbow. We'll point the right index finger up and then back. We're looking for a straight line from the right hip straight up through the right elbow, pointing the right pointer finger back to the left thumb, and then we'll turn the gaze back and we'll lift that right elbow even more. We'll turn that into a little bit of a side bend here. One more big inhale, we'll push both hands back. As you exhale, extend both arms, fix the gaze in front of the big toe on the right foot. We'll leave the hips open towards the left side of the room and we'll roll up into Ardha Chandrasana. Any variation that you'd like. Half moon pose here. We're going to have a few extra breaths here. And then as you exhale, a bend in the right knee, left foot, left hand to the mat. Inhale, in one movement we step right foot back and we extend right arm. So Vajrasthasana, side plank. We'll leave that right arm lifted. And we'll dig the balls of both feet into the mat. And instead of coming into downward dog, we're going to go into a surfer stretch, which means the right hand slides back and binds on the left heel. We'll pull on that left heel and gaze under the left arm. And we'll take 3 breaths here. And then on the third exhale, we'll release that right arm. We'll come forward into a plank. 2 breaths in plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale slowly. All the way back to downward dog. Again, you can hold still if you'd like, or you can pedal the feet. You can rest in a child's pose if you'd like, or you can take a vinyasa. Either way, we'll all meet back in downward dog. And we'll do 3 rolling transitions from downward dog to plank and back at your own speed. Inhale, lifting, rounding, pushing forward. Exhale, coming back. One last time. And again, we'll come forward into plank. We'll take an inhale in plank. And as you exhale, we'll drop the right knee, the top of the right foot. Inhale, lift left heel, drop chest and chin. There's that Ardha Shalabhasana on the other side. And as you exhale, we'll extend and we'll point the toes of the left foot as we push into the palms, straighten the arms, and we'll slide the left foot forward. Nice and slow. We'll sink the hips as we lift head, chest, and shoulders. Hips sinking, head, chest, and shoulders starting to float. We'll extend the arms back, turn the thumbs up, pull the backs of the hands together, open the chest here. And as you exhale, again, we're going to release the fingertips down to the mat. We'll tuck the ball of the left foot and the right foot and the right heel. We'll straighten this left leg, push into the tips of the fingers, set your spine parallel to the floor first. Bring your attention to your left sits bone. Spin that left sits bone back. And then as you exhale, release head, chest, and shoulders. And there's our Parsvakonasana, our pyramid pose. On the other side. On your next inhale, we'll start to bend the left knee. We'll push the left knee forward as we anchor right hand. Inhale, extend left arm forward. And then up towards the ceiling. 3 breaths. In an easy twist. As you exhale, it's left elbow to left knee. Drop right heel to the mat. Slide right hand front to back. And we'll extend right arm up towards the ceiling. There's our supported side angle on the other side. A bit of a mic issue here. As you exhale, we'll allow the chest and the hips to rotate a little bit. We're just going to let the right finger slide along the mat. It's an inhale that extends back and then up. Again, that thoracic mobility today. Allowing the chest, the shoulders, everything, the whole right side of the body to move. One last one. This time as we flow through that, on the inhale, we'll push hard and we'll come back up to Warrior Two. Turn your gaze forward. And then we're going to bend the left elbow. We'll lift that left elbow. We're going to point left index finger back to right thumb. We'll lift from the left hip straight up the left elbow, and we'll turn the gaze back. Inhale here as you exhale. We'll start to push back into that side back bend. One more big inhale here, push back. And as you exhale, turn the gaze forward. Fix the gaze just in front of the left big toe. And we'll roll up into our half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, it's right hand, right foot down to the mat. Inhale in one motion, left foot back, left arm up. Side plank first. And then we'll dig the balls of the feet into the mat. And instead of finding a downward dog, we're going to very slowly let the left hand slide back to the right heel. Grab right heel with left hand. Turn the gaze under the right arm. There's our surface stretch. 3 breaths. Then on the third exhale, we come forward into a plank. Big inhale and plank. Chaturanga, just halfway down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. We'll have 3 breaths in downward dog. And then nice and slow, we're going to roll through, again, 3 rolling plank to downward dog with your breath. Inhale, lifting heels, rolling forward, hold.
exhale back. We'll have one last round. Big inhale, lift and roll. And as you exhale, we're going to center the 2 feet and we'll roll back on the inhale. Now we'll lift the left leg. And we'll have 3 breaths here in a 3-legged dog. And as you exhale, we'll cross that left leg behind the right, just the tip of the big toe of the left foot extending back off the right side of the mat, and nice and slow we'll trace a wide circle around your body, and we'll push forward into a wide low lunge, squeezing the left knee into the left shoulder. Keep the palms and the fingers flat, and let yourself rock back and forth from side to side for just a moment. And then left fingers slide from back to front. Inhale, lift that left arm. We'll have easy twist. You can lift the left heel as well and open the chest here in your easy twist. And as you exhale, we'll drop the right knee, the top of the right foot. We're going to bring the left hand back, left arm back parallel to the floor. Bend that right leg if you like and bind on the right foot. Hips down and forward. Gaze is back. And then we'll release. We'll hook the ball of the right foot into the mat as you inhale. Extend left arm up. We're going to lift that left knee and we're going to let both hands slide from front to back. Bend the right leg. We'll bring the right glute close down to the right heel. We'll anchor the left hand more or less at the level of the left knee. We'll extend the right arm up towards the ceiling for a retreating warrior. Maybe you're able to do that with the flat of the right foot on the mat. Maybe not. I certainly am not. One more inhale. We're going to lift that right arm as you exhale. Let the back of the right hand and the right index finger slide along the right edge of your mat as you extend both legs. Both hands slide back to front. We'll push hard on that left foot. The right heel stays grounded as we come up into warrior one. Hips and chest parallel to the front edge of your mat. On your exhale now, we'll just open the chest and we'll let the right toes slide back so the right foot is now parallel to the back edge of the mat. Again, we'll turn the gaze forward and we'll have warrior two. 3 breaths. As you exhale, we're going to lean everything forward into a Superman. Just 1 breath. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll pivot that into a revolved east side pose. Right elbow hooked on the left knee. We'll send the gaze up. And to come out of this posture, we're going to drop the right knee, the top of the right foot. We're going to let this right arm swing back to the right heel. Push the hips forward and extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, we'll bend the elbow and we'll let the torso follow the elbow. Left hand inside that left knee. Again, we'll hook the ball of the right foot. And as you inhale, extend right arm and right leg. So a sunken side angle now. And we're going to cross the right hand to the outside of the left foot. We'll anchor both hands on the mat as we peel the right heel off the mat. Inhale here. And as you exhale, at the same time, bend the the left knee, and both elbows will come down halfway with that left knee hooked on the left elbow into chaturanga. Inhale here. And as you exhale, the elbows drop to the mat as we lift the left leg. We'll have our half dolphin. Inhale, we're going to drag that left heel up a little bit more. And as you exhale, bend the left knee, extend the arms, lift the elbows, bring the knee to the nose. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll step back to plank. 2 breaths in plank. Exhale, we'll come halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, knees off the mat. Exhale, all the way back to downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. Eyes closed. And again, we're going to roll forward on the inhale. We'll do 3 of these, plank and back. Remember those pauses in the breath. Come back to our downward dog. Center the feet. And this time we'll lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. And again, we'll have 3 breaths here. And as you exhale, we're going to cross that right leg behind the left. We'll push down into the left heel first. And then we'll extend it. Just the tip of the big toe on the right foot traces a wide circle around the body. We'll bring that right foot forward outside the right hand. And then we'll have a wide low lunge. On the other side. We'll sway back and forth for just a moment. Palms and fingers stay flat. And then we'll extend right arm forward. And we'll come up into our easy twists. If you'd like, you can lift the right heel and open the chest here. And then as you exhale, that right heel comes back down the left knee, the top of the left foot, down to the mat as well. We'll straighten the right arm back parallel to the back of the mat. You can take a bind or not. Hips pushing down and forward, right shoulder blade, and the gaze going back. As you exhale, we'll release. We're going to dig the ball of the left foot into the mat. Inhale, extend right arm and left leg. As we drop the left heel, we'll let both hands slide back. Turn the left toes a little more towards the back of the mat. Bring the left glute down towards the left foot. Maybe you can have this foot flat on the mat, maybe not. Right hand at about the level of the right knee. Inhale, extend the left arm up. And we'll have that retreating warrior. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, back of the left hand. The left pointer finger slide along the left edge of the mat. Anchor the right foot and the left heel. Push hard and slow, and we'll come up into warrior one. Close your eyes here. Hips and chest square to the front of the mat. Each inhale lifting. And on an inhale, we're going to let the left toes slide back a little bit more. So the back edge of that left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. We'll drop the arms parallel to the mat, front and back, warrior two. And on the third exhale, extend forward into our Superman. One breath, big inhale here. Exhale, we'll keep that movement pivoting into our east side pose. And as you exhale, we'll drop the left knee, top of the left foot. We'll let this left arm swing back to the left heel. Extend the right arm, push the right hip forward.
Open the chest, release the neck, let the head hang. Exhale, bend the right elbow. Right elbow comes forward inside the right knee. We're going to hook the ball of the left foot. And as we straighten the left arm, will extend the left leg also. So we'll have that sunken side angle. And then we'll bring left hand down to the mat. As we peel the left heel off the mat, we'll cross right arm in front of the shin here. And we're going to hook. We'll take an inhale. As you exhale, hook the knee on the elbow. We'll drop down into Chaturanga. 2 breaths here. And on the second exhale, elbows and forearms on the mat, right leg lifted. We'll have that extended half dolphin on the other side. Inhale, we'll lift the heel. As you exhale, push the elbows up off the mat, bring the nose forward, knee forward, touch the nose, inhale here. Exhale, we step back to plank. 2 breaths in plank. 2 breaths in Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, very slow. Back to downward dog. And we'll roll through one more vinyasa all together. Inhale, lift the heels, roll forward into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And as you exhale, we'll drop the knees down to that. We'll point the seat up towards the ceiling. Extend the arms forward for a puppy pose, a chest opener here. As you exhale, let your hands slide. I'll come right up onto the knees. Bring the hands to the small of the back. Push the hips forward. Bring the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the elbows together behind the back. Push into the tops of the feet. You can lean back if you'd like. Hands maybe come down to the heels. And as you exhale, we'll come right back up onto the knees. A straight line in the spine. Close your eyes. And then we'll bend the knees. We'll scoot the feet to one side or the other. We'll come right back to a seat. Extend your legs towards the front. Point the toes forward. And extend the arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, roll forward into a seated forward fold. Nice and slow. Now we'll release. We'll let the hands slide on the legs. Bend your knees. We'll pull on the knees as we roll back. Onto the back. We'll bring the hips up off the mat. We'll extend the legs back beyond the head. And then we'll hook the elbows on the mat. Hands on the hips. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. You can take any variation you like. wherever you are. As you exhale, we'll bend the knees. We'll bring the knees down beside the ears. We'll roll the hips slowly back down to the mat. Keep the legs extended. Nice and slow. Push the feet towards the front of the mat. Keep the core engaged. Let the heels come down to where they almost touch, and then we'll pause. And as you exhale, we'll release everything. We'll bend the right knee. We'll bring the right knee up towards the chest. We'll pull with both hands on that right knee. And then we'll cross the right knee across the midline over towards the left side. We'll extend the right arm and we'll gaze right. And on the exhale, we'll roll right back down onto the back. I'll take a few breaths here on the back. Bend the left knee now. Pull the left knee up to the chest. And then we'll pull left knee with right hand over to the right side as we extend the left arm and gaze left. One more big inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll just roll slowly out of that spinal twist. And then we'll flatten down on the mat. And we'll sink down into the mat. And we'll get ready for Shavasana. Shavasana, as always, is about stillness. Slowly now we'll take three breaths to transition back into your body. Start to move the hands and the feet, fingers and toes. Roll the head back and forth, from side to side. Bend the knees. Extend the arms back, behind the head. Roll off onto the left side. We'll have 2 breaths on the left side. And then we'll roll back up to a seat. Take an inhale as we extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, the hands come down to the center of the chest. Inhale at the center of the chest, pure love. Exhale, hands come up now to the center of the throat. Inhale here, pure communication. Exhale, the hands come up to the forehead. Inhale here, pure awareness. And as you exhale, we'll turn the palms away from each other, the thumbs and the pointer fingers touching hands just above the head. Inhale here, pure consciousness. And then as you exhale, namaste. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all again very soon.